What's up, guys? Taylor here on 57th Street and 6th Avenue. I am at the end of a very long line of people waiting to get into the Trevor Noah exhibit, where he has taken a bunch of Trump's tweets and put them on display. It's sort of some sort of a little showcase thing. Let's get some people's opinions about what's going on. I'm here with Flunky Ryan. They're giving everyone name tags here at the Trevor Noah Experience. Prissy Tahia. So how was your experience in there?
Oh, it was, I didn't really know what they're going to do about it. You know, it was an interesting concept, and it was really well pulled off. There was a lot of really funny exhibits.
So what they're doing is they're displaying the tweets of Trump and making comedy out of it. Is that essentially what's happening?
They separated into themes, so like the Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart theme, or like, what do you think about global warming? I feel really bad for the staff or like intern that needed to go through his Twitter.
What were some of the tweets that stood out to you guys?
Oh God, I mean, he's just an asshole, man. Like, so many mean things that he said. Yeah. But my favorite part was definitely the whole setup with a golden toilet and like things you can dress up in. Like, yeah, a lot of good production.
What do you guys think about the Trump administration and how things are being run, and what are some of the maybe the policies that you guys disagree with?
I mean, literally, where do you begin? Yeah.
Anywhere you want.
Paris Accord, anything on education, what's happening with Comey, just literally everything. Yeah.
And it's all very confusing because, like, what is even happening, you know? Because, like, we keep getting distracted by the Russian investigation and all that stuff.
Like, cover everything up.
I don't know.
Are there any policies of Trump that you guys disagree with vehemently, and maybe you could spell out briefly why?
Well, clearly, global warming is something I care about. I'm from Maine. Nature is the thing that is important, and it's seems pretty clear to me. And like, no matter what like the scientists say, he just chooses not to believe it.
I mean, obviously, like the Muslim ban for me at the beginning. I wasn't even in the States when that came out, so I was like, can I get back here after being in Europe for a bit? Yeah.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
I am. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But in general, you know. Right. And anything else, I mean, I can't even start to begin at all. Yeah.
So do you guys watch The Daily Show regularly?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have TV, so I watch the clips on YouTube, you know?
Cool. Do you mind if I ask what are maybe some of your top sources for news, like hard news instead of satire?
Yeah, instead of fake news. Obviously The Times, Fox, NPR Politics.
NPR for me.
Yeah.
I'm here with Aaron. Brian. I'm horrible with names. So Brian, how was your experience in there?
It was good. It's funny. It's well put together. It's presidential library.
So what were some of the tweets that stood out the most to you?
There was some pretty funny commentary, like on the I Love Hispanics, the Taco Bowl one. I've never like browsed Donald Trump's Twitter at great length, so like some of the older ones were hilarious. Yeah, they were good.
So how do you feel about social media playing a role in politics these days?
I mean, it's the age we live in, right? Trump has proved that he's been able to create kind of a cult of personality with his Twitter, and it's working, and he's the president.
So what are your personal opinions on Trump and the administration, and what are some of the things you disagree with that's going on right now?
Yeah, I didn't vote for him, but I've actually been pleasantly surprised with the way he's conducted himself as president. Obviously, he's a buffoon, but like aside from that, he's put smart people in a lot of top positions, and I think his foreign policy has been fairly well conducted. I think a lot of the financial reform is good. So,
do you think that the rest of the sort of mainstream media has treated him fairly, or what?
Yeah, I think, you know, I mean, the media serves to inform, so I think, you know, when Donald Trump tweets something ridiculous, it's, you know, there are no two ways about reporting that, so.
What do you think about the media's influence? Last question. What do you think about the media's influence on some of the violence that we've seen from maybe both sides of the political spectrum, i.e. the shooting that happened in Virginia the other day? And do you think that the media plays a role in there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the way people receive their news is through the media, right? So that colors people's impressions of events. And, you know, yeah, the media is a business. It's like anything else. They're trying to make money. They're trying to get people to watch. And so I think there's necessarily an element of almost show business that goes into it. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Are you a pretty big fan of Trevor Noah?
No, Trevor Noah's not very funny.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yep.
So I'm here with Craig. So Craig, you're just an idiot, apparently. So tell me about your experience inside the Trevor Noah Comedy Central exhibit there.
Well, it was kind of crazy seeing those tweets and like just having a president that would say such things out in public. I don't know.
What were some of the tweets or things that he said that surprised you the most?
The Kristen Stewart tweets.
What was that? What was that about?
He was, I don't know, obsessed about her and how she like cheated on Patrick Stewart.
Would you consider yourself a fan of The Daily Show? Do you watch it often?
Yeah, I watch it very often.
What about Trevor Noah and The Daily Show do you like the most?
That's a really good question. I like how they just reach in and find stories about how Donald Trump is just ridiculous. I don't know.
What are some of the things that you, on a personal level, disagree with about the Trump administration?
I don't know. That's a great question. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now.
What are some of the other media sources that you get your news from that aren't satire?
Get a lot of stuff from Reddit, unfortunately. And then CBS News, watch them, and Reuters. Reuters, yeah, sorry.
Cool. So what are some of Trump's tweets that you're aware of that you disagree with or that shock you the most?
All of them?
All of them?
Yeah.
So like name a couple.
He has like a lot of them, like plenty of them about Obama's certificate.
Yeah.
Born in Kenya.
Yes.
Born in Kenya.
Those are the stupidest ones I've ever read.
So stupid, honestly.
Yeah. That's it.
What are some of maybe Trump's policies or what he's doing in the White House after he's become president that you guys disagree with?
What has he been doing? He hasn't been doing anything except, I feel like his only goal is to just tear up Obama's legacy and then Trump care and that's it. Which doesn't even cover us, like being girls.
It's all talk, no action.
What other forms of media do you guys get your news from that isn't satire, for example?
Oh, I get my news from them, like Stephen Colbert, he's just amazing.
Yeah.
And CNN.
CNN.
Yeah.
Are there any other websites or alternative media sources like independent media?
Media, just social media we get it from.
What are some of the things that The Daily Show has done recently that you guys really like? Like what about Trevor Noah stands out the most to you guys that you really like about him?
The daily things he does, just talks about it. He does it just in the funniest way ever and it just, you know, like you think you should be worried about the things Trump does, but they just make it seem better.
Yeah.
Like it's okay, it's gonna get better.
And do you think there's any bias in the media as far as, you know, politics and the political spectrum?
With Trevor Noah, he usually does both sides. He's not very biased. He has stuff to talk about both sides. He's not just, I hate Trump. He talks about everything. That's why I love him.
Is there anything about Trump or his policies that you like? Do you think that there's anything that you might agree with him on? Say that again?
No.
No.
Not at all?
That's the easiest question you asked today. Yeah.
Okay. Taylor here with Tiny Brand Cupcake. Sorry, I know. And what is that? Boneheaded Marshmallow. How kind of them to write that on you guys. So you guys are from Baltimore, so you traveled up to NYC for the weekend. You waited an hour and 45 minutes online. What was your experience like in there?
Oh, it was. I'm trying to find a bar. That's what I'm trying to find now.
Wow.
You need a therapy session
Yeah.
because you get depressed.
Yeah.
It's you funny. It's you laugh.
Yeah.
You get depressed, and then you want to cry.
What were some of the tweets, Trump's tweets, that stood out the most to you guys?
All of them. You can't pick just one. It's like Eminem.
We gotta pick one. I would say probably the one about he had Trump versus Trump and how he was supporting Marco Rubio about the water, and then afterwards he was like he was choking.
That's nice that you can pick just one. That's not possible.
It's just hilarious. You just it's still so surreal. You just can't.
Terrifying is the
It's like
right
every day
word
wake
you're
up
looking.
like
This is terrifying. 'Cause that was real life.
So would you guys say that you agree with most of the politics presented on Trevor Noah and his political opinions?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he's one of the people that's on the front
When you
line.
live in real life, yes. In real, like, actual real life, real people land, yeah. Not with alternative facts.
What do you guys think about some of Trump's policies and like what are some of them that you might disagree with?
They're kind of medieval, you know. They're just yes, you know, very out of date. You know, he
out of touch with regular, real life American people, like the American people he's supposed to be for.
Yeah.
We don't all work in coal miners, like coal factories.
I want to see his
people
fat ass go
actually
down
really
there and
gonna
try to do something with some coal. He can barely swing the damn golf stick.
So what are some of the actual policies that you guys might disagree with him on?
Definitely, I would
say the first thing, retracting or with the HO with the home loans and stuff like that. What he did his second week in the office, it made it harder to buy a home for first-time home buyers or people that had to actually go into bankruptcy for real life issues other than like what he had to do it for. That was horrible. The way they keep raising the interest rate and stuff like that. Real life stuff that affects real life people.
Do you think that there's a bias in the media these days at all?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Depending on who you watch.
Yeah.
Whoever you watch is whoever you're going to lean to, gravitate toward because you agree with those ideals and opinions they set out to get.
So how was your experience in there? Did you have a good time?
It was a really good time.
Are you a big Daily Show fan?
Yeah, I am.
So what are some of the opinions that are pervaded by the Daily Show that you like? What do you like about Trevor Noah?
I like that it's fake news, but it's actually, well, I feel like it's my main source of actually finding real news because it's a way to twist and go through, figure out how to wade through all the bullshit that's on.
So guys, if you like the video, definitely hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, of course. I hope you guys leave a comment and let me know what sort of questions you might have for Trevor Noah fans and for Daily Show fans. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Definitely subscribe. Donate to Patreon if you can. Love you bunches. Mwah.